Hey, how's it going? Dave 2D here. So it's 2018. We're going to get refreshes on basically every single Apple laptop. Some will be bigger refreshes, some will be smaller, but I'm going to take this time to kind of explain what I feel like those changes might be. So the first one, the big one, is going to be this 13-inch entry-level laptop. This is going to be like the new MacBook Air. And what makes this thing special is its price tag. It's supposed to come in around $900, so cheaper than the current MacBook Air. And I think it'll have USB-C charging, but no Thunderbolt 3, no fancy stuff, no touch bar, no super high-res display. It's just going to be a very productivity-focused device that's thin and light. And the key here is price. They want this thing to be affordable for everyone, basically for students or anyone who doesn't need a super powerful computer. This can be a good option. Now it's going to have 8 gigs of RAM, nothing super crazy, and the processor is going to be probably a Y processor, maybe a U, but it really will be just a refresh version of something like the MacBook Air. Now the existence of that product, the existence of a $900 MacBook, is going to affect the sales of this, the base model 13-inch MacBook Pro without the touch bar. I actually think that this model, the one without the touch bar, is going to be removed. And the rest of the 13-inch MacBook Pros are going to be upgraded. So I think those laptops will not be running Kaby Lake R chips. So I think a lot of people think that those Kaby Lake R CPUs that we see in a lot of Ultrabooks will be running in those 13-inch MacBook Pros. I don't think so. They're going to be running the new Coffee Lake U processors. And what makes this thing special is the 4-core CPU. So basically every single 13-inch MacBook Pro that has ever existed has used a 2-core CPU. This now has a 4-core CPU that can have 8 threads of its hyper-threading. It's a very, very good computer for applications that can take advantage of multi-core stuff. I think one of the big examples is content creation. So if you're a video editor or a photo editor, a lot of people prefer to have the size of a 13-inch MacBook, but they want that power from the 15-inch MacBook. Now you have a 4-core CPU in a small form factor. I think a lot of content creators are going to like that. So let's move on to the next one. The 15-inch MacBook Pro is going to be changed. This is still not going to have an NVIDIA card. It's going to be AMD. I think a lot of my audience wants to see an NVIDIA card in a MacBook. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. One, the wattage is too high. You can't run any of the 10 series cards from NVIDIA with just a Thunderbolt 3 port. It goes way over 100 watts. The other thing is thermals. There's no way that a MacBook Pro with this kind of thickness is going to be able to cool any kind of 10 series card effectively. So you're going to get AMD cards here, lower wattage AMD cards. In terms of the CPU, I think a lot of people are hoping for the Kaby Lake G, so that 8th gen chip that pairs an Intel CPU with an AMD GPU. The performance is very good and it's very efficient, both energy and space efficient. So on paper, it seems like that's like the perfect chip for Apple, but that's just, my guess is they won't be using that. That's just not how Apple does stuff. They tend to use more custom stuff. So I think they're going to use the H processors from Intel, like those Coffee Lake H processors, 6-core, and a custom AMD chip to go with it. A 35-watt Vega GPU. It's going to be good. It's going to be an upgrade from the current existing 2017 ones, but it's not going to be like a massive increase in the GPU side. The CPU, because it's running that 6-core, it's going to be a big step up for certain applications, but again, it's going to be one of those things that are multi-core dependent. The last one is the 12-inch MacBook. I think it'll get a bit of a spec bump. Nothing crazy. I'm thinking the CPU will just bump up to Cannon Lake Y. It's a really good seller for Apple, so they're not going to get rid of it. It's just not my type of laptop, so I'm not that interested in it. So upgrades across the board are going to be pretty good, and I think battery life for these new laptops will be bumped up a bit, obviously with more efficient CPUs, but I actually wouldn't be surprised if they try to put terraced batteries into the MacBook Pro. So the 13 and the 15-inch, when they first launched these in 2016, they didn't use terraced batteries, like the type of battery tech that we see in the 12-inch MacBook, where they kind of shape the batteries to the space of the internals. It's impressive technology, but the 2016 and the 2017-inch MacBook Pros didn't have that tech. And there were some reports that Apple was trying to put that battery tech into their MacBook Pros before launch, but it never happened because it ran out of time. Hopefully they do it this year. And there's actually a lot of space in here for extra battery, so we'll see what they do. Hopefully this video was helpful. I mean, if you're thinking of buying a MacBook Pro or a MacBook right now, probably hold off because all these things are supposed to come out kind of end of Q2, like June-ish. So yeah, I would wait till then if you could. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.